Hello, y'all. Today is Tuesday, August 17th, 2021 at 3:38 a.m. in the morning. I can't sleep. So, you know, this is the beginning of the video. It's the beginning of the video, and I just wanted y'all to see, that, physically where I'm at, so that y'all won't, look, here's a perp right here. Just turned their bright lights on. One light brighter than the other, and now they're gone. Coming near, look like they're coming near me. Like, right after I start my video, that's when you freaking come. See, this is part of the gang stalking. And if you're a true target, you would understand all these tactics rather than defending the perps. So, it's like you were sitting there all that time just waiting for me to start a video, and then I start my video, and then you pull off and drive off. You sitting there gang stalking me at 3-something in the morning. So, it's windy. So, I didn't want y'all to think I'm in the dark the whole time, but I'm explaining that, because I figured that, well, if I'm totally in the dark, then nobody's going to watch my video or whatever. I mean, I'm talking about my supporters. I'm not talking about these obsessive, deformed perps. So, I'm about to get back under my sleeping bag. I'm about to get back under the sleeping bag because it's 73 degrees from what my phone says. And it's cold. I feel cold, and it's windy. So, hold up. Let me put my earbuds back in. Because a loud car. But then again, nah, I'll leave them out. Because, even though seems like I'm by myself. Seems like I'm by myself. See, that's a perp with that loud ass vehicle. Vehicles that loud, there should be laws for you to not have loud vehicles at this time of morning. But anyway, so I don't have a place to live, so I went to quote unquote went to bed. See that? It should be against the law for vehicles to be like that loud and then dragging for a long time, like 4 and 5 minutes. You can still hear the noise. So I went to, well, I don't have a bed, but you get what I mean if I say I went to bed agitated last night. Agitated and upset. So, it's like, today's my, I guess maybe I should put my earbuds in. But anyway, I went to bed agitated last night because I haven't dealt with that in a long time. A fake hypocrite that's just super fake religious and then act narcissistic and controlling, like acting overly just religious. I heard that they have like a religious spirit, that's not of God, but they just pretty much faking it. And this guy trying to act like he wanted to try to force me to move to Kentucky. At the place where I go take a shower, he wants to try to force me to make it like I have to be forced to move to Kentucky and not have a choice. And then say, just like with the fake TI perps used to tell me last summer, that you're going to you're gonna have to. Sometimes you're gonna have to go and live. I mean, you're gonna have to go through and live in a place where it's undesirable and that's not comfortable and stuff like that. You know, I mean, it's like everybody want to try to force me to be, and then the guy try to guilt trip me, like, and use the Bible to try to guilt trip me and to make me feel like I'm sinning for feeling comfortable here in Pensacola and don't want to go up further up north. You know, you don't make that freaking decision for me, and then try to make it like it's God. You know, making no, it's you, your fake religious narcissistic ass. And then he tried to tell me, you know, to go right outside that building, and it's like, I don't even know if he's a perp or not, because he, you know, you want to try to suggest that I go sleep somewhere where they have a sign saying security camera in use. And then he would be every day, he would be overly touchy-feely and putting his hands on me like as if he has a license and a right to put his hands on me. And like, I don't even want him to, you know, wanting to tap and hug me and freaking rubbing on my back and patting me on the shoulder. Don't freaking touch me, you know? So, and you're supposed to, like, if you you know, he had me really fucking agitated and mad last night. And I hate when people try to make it like you have to go to a shelter. No, get me my fucking rights to have a damn place to, my own place to live. You know, so also I have more clues to figure out that it was that human trafficker DJ anonymously harassing me on Quora. And then I stood up to him, you know, and then like he can harass me and I report him and nothing is done. And same with Starbricker, harass me and nothing is done. But the moment I you know, stand up to them, that's when they want to falsely report me, and then Quora says that I violated their policies. And then, you know, other targeted individuals say that Quora is part of the gang stalking, just like YouTube is in on it too. So, you know, what gave me clues that that's DJ, because the way he talks, he keep pestering me and harassing me and won't leave me alone. He claims to be a TI. No, you're not a TI defending the perps. And you know, if you were a true targeted individual, you would notice that you acting everything like a perp and a highly abusive perp, but then, you know, falsely claim to be targeted. You claim to be targeted, and then saying, let the world help you. That's exactly how you talk. And then he keeps attacking me about me and my twin sister, and, like, butt out and mind your business, you know. And then they want to act like as if they want to go on Quora and speak out my personal life, but then trying to tell me, oh, stop telling all your business on YouTube. And then, you know, they're telling a distorted version of what I'm going through, you know, and they act like as if they hardcore believe all my twin sisters' lies, like as if it's gospel truth, you know. And it's like they act like they want to keep us feuding, and then they just keep butting in and meddling. And then DJ himself, whoever that is, and he admitted that I will never reveal myself to you on here on Quora. I mean, it's like he keeps answering anonymously so I can't block him. But, you know, I think that Quora should allow, and any other website should allow a way that you can block the you know, that specific anonymous account, not all anonymous accounts or whatever. But that's pretty you're gonna be a coward and a bully at the same time, and you're supposed to be a dude. And and I'm gonna say it, yeah, and you're way younger than me. Leave me the fuck alone. So then he falsely accused me of threatening people, and then he keeps attacking me and saying, "Oh, you shoved that camera in that man's face." You know he's a damn perp. If you're supposed to be a target, you're supposed to be a target. He was already Alex was already there stalking me and stuff like that too. Like, you got to come with and rudely respond to trying to force me off the internet, and you don't have that authority or power or right. None of y'all do. So I'm not gonna shut up. I'm gonna keep exposing y'all fucking ass, fake ass, retarded asses. And I'm gonna call you here a sick, demonic creep. Exactly what I called you on Quora. Because, Quora won't do shit when I report them. So you're not going to call yourself a target. And you're going to talk about you won't let the world help you. No, I only need Jesus Christ to help me, not you satanic Luciferians. So the little sleep, I can't even sleep. And the little bit of sleep I did get last night, I was forced to hold my pen most of the night. And the little bit of sleep that I did get, it seems like I think it was an implanted dream or a manufactured dream that me, and I would never do this, but I think they try to implant this dream that me and a few other group of TIs has sold out all together. And this black guy in the dream, I think he was one of the new, I think he was in the dream, he was one of the new co-workers on our cleaning crew or whatever at the job. And in the dream, he was portrayed as a targeted individual in a dream. And then he had a brand new suitcase and brand new clothes in the dream. And he was like, "Oh, wow, I never in my life got to have clothes like this expensive, or brand new clothes or whatever." And it's like, in a dream, it's weird, because I know in my real life I would never sell out, and I never have sold out, So, they're trying to, hoping that they can trying to get me to flip or trying to entice me. It's closer to my birthday, me and my twin sisters. So, last year, closer to our birthday, they had plans to want to have me done in, and it's like I was on that list of 250 targeted individuals that they would flip, either try to get me to flip or have me jail, institutionalized, dead, or sold out, and that was their plan. And none of that happened to me last year, but the organized attacks and abuse got worse closer to our birthday, August 25th, And also, it seems like the perps want to try, a lot of the perps want to seem like they want to, act like as if they want to gear towards having, like, it's their sick fetish to want to make, their fake fantasy and fetish to want to have me locked up in a mental institution as a birthday punishment. Every year, it seemed like they aimed for that too long before I realized I was targeted. So, I can't, it's like, Quora doesn't do anything when I report their stalking and harassment. But then, the moment I defend myself, I get instantly punished. But that reminds me of bullying that I went through in elementary, middle, and high school. Throughout school, that, the teachers or professors, teachers, or whatever would be in on it. And I was bullied in college too. Ganged up on and bullied and abused in college too. Even by professors and other students. So, you would not be a real TI calling me mentally ill and, demand that I see a therapist or let the world help you. Like, but I don't want to say the name of the brand new guy um at work, who was in my dream. And the new guy, I mean, him and his so-called brother, they don't even really much talk to me at work. So I don't even know why the new guy, why he was in my dream, so well, I'll just say his name starts with a B. That's it. But you know, and I had to deal with quite a bit of harassment last night, with the gang stalking and stuff like that. Some people, I mean, it makes me mad that, these perps are invincible, and then when I stand up to them when I report them, nothing is done. But when I take matters into my own hands and, fight back, then, something is instantly done to me. So, I don't know. I'm just pretty much, upset. But you're not, how you gonna, I have you blocked on YouTube. And so then you want to go and follow and harass me on Quora where I can't easily block you. And so, they want to, this guy wants, whoever this is, wants to try the human trafficking fake T.I. perp DJ, wants to sit there and try to, control how I should act in my YouTube videos. That's how you know that those people are perps too. Like, you can't do that. If you don't like my videos, stop watching. You're not gonna force me to change. You are a very abusive person, and you're sick and won't leave me alone. So I really do. I mean, and he had a YouTube screen name called Voodoo Gods. So when you practice voodoo, you're breaking God's law. You gang stalk me, you're breaking God's law. Forget about quote unquote breaking man's law. So you're not gonna beat me into submission. You don't have that authority. You're younger than me. Stay in your place. So if that's not DJ, then I'm still trying to figure out who this perp is. But you give me more obvious clues that it's you. And DJ, he acted like he sexually wanted me, and called me back in November. Like, he would call my phone number from different area codes. I keep blocking his phone number. It's illegal and a violation that you steal my phone number without my permission. And then they want to start following and harass me everywhere and say, well, stop telling all your business. But then they can take my business and spread it the way they want and twist the truth and turn it into a lie and false assumptions. So, they want to act like they think that, like, they want to treat me like as if I'm in prison or detention or something. I'm talking about my twin sister and her cult followers. So I pretty much even try to stay off my twin sister's, her YouTube and stuff like that. But it seems like, her cult followers want to act like they want to make sure they get underneath my skin. Her and her cult followers, they want to make sure they get underneath my skin. And it's like, I can't believe the damn worship she gets while I'm completely ignored. And, people have their set opinion about me. Their set hateful, abusive opinion about me and stuff like that. And him trying to say, oh, the reason why your job isn't and he put in quotes working is because you're not saving your money and stuff like that. Well, you don't know what the hell I'm doing, and it's none of your business. So speaking of, me trying to get a place, I heard that I talked to a lady at one agency yesterday, and she said that opening doors is turning everybody away. And she said it's not just me, and that she's been hearing that report about everybody lately. So, there's this other agency that now they're saying that because of COVID or whatever, that they have, you know, lots and lots of funding for housing for homeless. Okay, but all this funding y'all claim they have, but there's nothing being done. So I mean, I had a conversation with the lady on the phone yesterday, and she told me that basically they don't understand how they keep building more houses for the rich and not affordable housing for the poor. That's freaking gentrification. So I think that gang stalking creates and community mobbing and neighborhood mobbing and stuff. I think that also contributes to gentrification. So I heard that opening doors is only helping 600 people, but I still believe that they're participating in the doggone gang. I mean, I'm not going to say the organization as a whole, but certain employees there participate in the gang stalking. So you can tell when somebody's a fake TI perp when they claim to be targeted, but yet trying to force you to be quiet about the gang stalking. You know, so guess what? I don't think y'all can see this, but it's now 4 o'clock on the dot, and the water sprinklers around here, they just started sprinkling. So I moved kind of a certain distance away, hoping that I won't get wet from the sprinklers. So yeah, the sprinklers turned on at exactly 4 o'clock. But the first night that it didn't sprinkle me up. But then the second night, I was drenched. So even that guy from last night, he pretended like he wanted to help, but it seemed like he wanted to use the Bible to control me, and it's like he wanted to over exaggerate Bible talk. But I can tell if he's overly religious like that. You can tell like they have that Babylonian fake religious spirit. You can tell that he reads out of the NIV or newer Bible versions, and probably listens to Christian contemporary CCM music. So probably listen to shit like Casting Crowns and Lecrae and shit like that. But I mean, it's one thing to be a Christian or whatever, but you can tell when somebody's being overly religious and manipulative, using the Bible to manipulate and be controlling and stuff like that. That's like freaking modern day Pharisee. But you ain't gonna personally force me to go to Kentucky based off of your own opinion and then try to make it like as if it's God sending me there. and like you're a false prophet if you act like that. Trying to make like God is sending me there, and then try to say, oh, some things you're gonna have to go through that you don't want to. You know. But if they got supposed funding here, help us, not just me, but other homeless too. And as I said, I don't even know if that guy was trying to set me up last night. If he was like, why the hell you gonna set me up to go by a place where it clearly says security cameras in use, where the cameras can see everything. So I mean, I've dealt with fake Christian gang stalking perps too. You front like you want to help me so bad, and all it is just, you want to control me your way. So you are nobody, and you don't even have any position of authority or power or anything. You're just an employee at that place. So you're nothing over me. And then he's like, oh, well, I'm going to try to get you to talk to a counselor. What, a fucking mental health counselor? A mental health counselor can't find me a place to live. And they don't give a damn about your life either. And then when I try to tell him, I'm going through something, and because even if they've had so-called Christian pastors who closed the door in my face, mocked and laughed at me and called me crazy for talking about the gang stalking, so, don't take this the wrong way. There is a such thing as modern day Pharisees, fake Christians. And that's what I mean. Like, the Bible talks about pure and undefiled religion, but these people, they just want to be self-righteous and trying to guilt trip you and make you feel bad. So, let me go now.